Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's the brain of the mainframe here now, Scala with the Pop XP, and joining me tonight on Crowdfunding Comics is my co-host, my compadre, legally my brother-in-law, Mr. Frank Amazing. How are you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I am just dandy.
Yeah. Not fine.
Not
just
fine.
dandy.
I'm dandy, man. I am dandy. I am ready. And you know, we've got a great show. And what's cool is we've got a guest on that you know, I'm familiar with. Right? It's not just someone, it's a cool book we found through the crowdfunding process, digging through that crowdfunding jungle. It's actually someone we know about. And it's cool because I've got some little trinkets here that I'm going to show up. You know, I'm going to show him up and be like, hey, you did this. And he's going to be like, I did. And I'm going to be like, that's right, you did.
That's right. Thank you. And I got him.
Thank you. And I got him. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Full circle.
Full circle. Everything comes back around. That was a heart, just so you know. But anyways, it's good to be back on. I have to tell you, man, this year is kicking off great. I just you know, for our viewers out there and fans that are like, man, I want to do this. I want to stream. Well, we're sharing the wealth, okay? We have Pop XP University. I just loaded up this video around noon today on Eastern time here, and this is how to set up your green screen in OBS, Adobe Premiere Pro, and StreamYard. Very easy process, but if you're going to start streaming, there's no better trick than having that custom green screen behind you just to make your streams a little bit unique. So we're going to be sharing the wealth every couple of weeks. There'll be a new episode of Pop XP University. And I'll also get some other software for you guys for kind of creating your own little custom sets. So without further ado, everyone, let's please welcome Mr. Don Chin to the show. Don, welcome.
Hey guys, good to be here. Thank you.
Glad to have you. A legend in your own right, sir. Definitely in the parody market.
Thank you.
Now, for those out there that aren't familiar with your work, just kind of give us your origin story. When did you fall in love with comics? When did you start making comics? You know, all that gushy stuff.
Okay. Well, I grew up in the 60s. I was born in 63, and my parents, they ran a restaurant, so I spent a lot of time down there by myself. And in order to pass the time, they bought me comic books. And a lot of them were kind of your standard Harvey, Gold Key, you know, age-appropriate books, you know, Casper, Richie Rich. So that kind of got the juices going. And then Peanuts, the comic strip, was introduced into my world. And everything from then on, I was just a huge Charles Schulz fan. And I loved his strip and his books. And so as I got older, I started to kind of want to trace and draw, and I would practice. And I was starting to just do my own little stories on binder paper. And as I got older, superheroes, I used to watch Batman with Adam West and Burt Ward. And so that kind of made me familiar with who Batman was. So lo and behold, when I got into junior high, one of my friends had like an old 12-cent Batman comic book that his brother was trying to sell. And I said, this is really cool. And this was like in the, you know, mid 70s. And so I just saw this nostalgic comic book, and I said, I like that. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. It's really kind of a unique collectible. So that I kind of got the collecting bug for superhero comics at that time. And then I got such a big collection, I had to open up a store, a comic book store. So I've kind of went from, you know, fan to creator to I've been a comic book dealer, a publisher, an editor, a writer, an artist. So it's kind of like I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I'm not the greatest artist, but I think I'm fairly competent. I'm not, you know, I'm not Frank Miller, but I get out there and I try. But after that, the Hamsters was kind of the key to my launch in independent comic books. And that was back in What?
What is that?
The adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters. Yes. Actually, before the Hamsters, my very first published gig, Nile and Frank was wow. You guys remember Cracked?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I was in Cracked. Yeah,
nice.
I got my first gig in like '83.
How long did Crack run for?
That's a good question. I think it started like in the 40s or 50s, and then they just kind of petered out.
I think it was shortly after Mad, right? Like it was to compete with Mad Magazine, or were they before Mad?
They were before, like they ended before Mad did.
Computer check Cracked.
Yeah,
1958 to February 2007.
Oh wow, they made it to 2007.
Yeah. So I love the movie parodies in both of those magazines, and that kind of got my interest in humor. And so The Hamsters was a natural satire that came about when I was in college, and I owned the store, and I saw that the Turtles were just selling like crazy. So I got them into my store, and the kids were just kids were just gobbling them up, and I couldn't keep them in stock. And I thought to myself, I wonder if someone would buy just kind of like an offbeat parody. So I came up with the Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters. I pitched the idea to my artist friend, and he drew like a 31-page book with no financial commitment from me. And we said, hey, Eclipse, would you like to publish this book? And they said, well, we'll distribute it for you, but you publish it. And I said, what does that look like? And they said, well, basically we get 15% and you get the rest, but you have to pay for the printing. And so they solicited the book, and it sold like 53,000 copies. So I think they kind of wish they were the publisher on it then. But long story short, my parents gave me a loan, and we published the book, and it kind of became a cult classic after that.
Yeah. I was actually, so how many printings of it did you go through?
Let's see. With Eclipse, just 2, but then with Parody Press, we would reprint like graphic novels and stuff like that.
I hate to brag, but these are first prints of these right here.
Nice.
First prints.
Yeah. They're in pretty good shape.
They're in really good shape, actually. I was surprised. I've never taken them out of the plastic, and they're actually, I think these would actually grade really high. They're everything. Look at those corners, gentlemen.
Yeah. I mean
there's the only thing is there's a where is it? There's a tiny little thing there, but besides that, everything's really mint.
I think a 9.8 is the highest I've seen on eBay.
Now, do you have the very original off the press copy?
Oh yeah, but not that many actually. I wish I had a lot more of the first issues. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I've moved here and there, and they sold out. So the second printing was around 27,000, and believe it or not, I don't think I have any of the second printings. I just have some of the first printings. And then they did 3D books, which were very well received, and you would have to wear the glasses and read them. So it was a pretty big success for Eclipse. They did about 20 issues of variant miniseries and one shots.
You ever think about now? Do you own the rights to the Hamsters or no?
I don't. I sold the rights to Dynamite. So Nick Carucci is the guy that has the creative control on that. But I have some ideas for different stories I would love to get going.
So should we get on the phone with Nick and be like, hey, let's do something here. Let's get the Hamsters back.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I would love that. I mean,
the next time I get an email saying, hey, we've got this campaign going, would you like to have so-and-so on the show? And be like, Hamsters.
Yes. Hamsters.
That's what I'm going to say. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I love that stuff. I think, the Black Belt Hamsters are pretty cool. I'd love to see that come back. Why not? Why not? If you're willing.
Yeah.
You could have Nick and Kevin talk. And then we could have a Hamsters Turtles.
Do a crossover.
That would be the ultimate dream. I would die like that. Was on my bucket list. That would be like one of the top things is to just do one book with.
That's
those
a tough
guys.
one because that's IDW.
Right. Well, actually, IDW. Dean Mulaney, I think, who used to be Eclipse's main guy, is working at IDW.
Is he? Oh, Hey, you never. This might all be meant. Might be meant to be here. Now,
this is the
before
start
we,
of something.
yeah,
It could be.
it could be. Are you listening? Are you listening out there, Kevin? Kevin, can you hear us? Now you've worked on other comics though too, because I mean you've done a little. You had a run on Stargate.
Yeah, I was the writer of the movie adaptation for that, and we got the rights to it. A guy came to our booth at San Diego Con, probably around the same time Billy was promoting She, and we had our own bad girl called Nira X that was a kind of a Zen Intergalactic Ninja sidekick character. But long story short, at those cons, people were looking for quality companies that they felt could market movie licenses. So this guy that represented MGM came around, and my wife and I had seen Stargate, and we said, "Oh, this is a great movie. We would love to adapt it." So we bought the licensing rights to it for about, I think, for a couple years.
Now, was that through Parody Press?
Actually, Nile, back in the day, Eclipse folded, and so Bill and I decided we could do. Bill Mouse and I decided we could do comics on our own. So we created Parody Press like in 92, 93. And we were doing really well with parodies. We were doing 2 or 3 a month. And then we got the offer to do Zen Intergalactic Ninja, which had just left Archie Comics, and they were looking for a home. So that seemed like a really good fit for us, but obviously it's not a parody. So we created an imprint called Entity Comics, which was primarily our superhero line. And so simultaneously we were doing Parody Press and Entity, and then Stargate fell into the Entity side. And that's kind of how that happened.
Tell us a bit though, if you can, about Zen Intergalactic Ninja.
Well, Zen is, he's been around since probably the early 80s. Dan Cody and Steve Stern were a couple guys up in Vermont, kind of like an Eastman and Laird story in a way. They were just kind of self-publishing. They did kind of this, kind of a crude looking initial issues. And then Surge Licensing, the same guys that made the Turtles a big hit, they got wind of Zen and they signed Zen up to be one of their licenses. And so my thought was at the time, Zen has the same representation as the Turtles, and so why don't we see where this goes? So we published, probably 30 or 40 issues of Zen after Archie did it, and we did, like you just showed, the chromium cover. We did a couple chromium covers with Jay Lee and Huang Wen. Entity was cool because we introduced a lot of, like Lionel Francis Yu. We've published his first work. We were doing stuff with Joe Quesada at the time. And so we had a lot of pretty good talent kind of work. We're kind of like a mini Image, not quite, top tier of like Image, but we were taking guys that we saw have raw talent, and they would kind of get their feet wet with us, and then they would go work for Marvel and DC and that. But Zen, we just, it's kind of a cool concept, space alien mercenary. And it sold really well. I mean, we did really well with it.
Oh, very nice. And we'll get into why you're really here tonight, and that is to talk about your latest crowdfunding campaign for X-Farce Reloaded #1. Now, this is your first. Is this your first foray into crowdfunding?
Yeah. An old dog learning new tricks. So. Nice. My wife and I we've been kind of in the wings looking at what people are doing in crowdfunding for the last year. And so I decided to test the waters with a property that I felt some people would know from the 90s. And X-Farce sold well with Eclipse. Like in 92, I think we sold like 70,000 copies. Todd McFarlane was actually scheduled to do the cover on it, but unfortunately it didn't work out. But they advertised it with the McFarlane cover, so that probably helped our sales. So X-Farce is obviously a spoof of Rob Liefeld's X-Force, and so we make fun of Cable and Deadpool and the whole X-Farce gang, but it also is an anthology. So it's 48 pages, full color, no ads, and so we have 7 different stories that spoof everything from the Lee and Kirby X-Men all the way up to the 2020 Jonathan Hickman House of X story. So It's got a little bit of something for everybody. There's 30 pages of previously released material that has never been colored. So that's X-Farce. And then we have a 10-page Lee and Kirby satire that was in the very first Parody Press book called The Unfunny X-Con. So if you scroll, that's a page from X-Cons that looks like the Lee and Kirby age. We had our colorist kind of make it look like it's like old brown paper. And so we try to be real faithful to we love what we spoof. So, you know, we don't do it out of malice. We do it because we're kind of like the Mad Magazine mentality. We're not in it to be mean. We do it because we like X-Men. And Mike Barron, there's a story by Mike Barron that you're looking at right now.
Oh, very cool.
I wanted to mention for your viewers, for the next day, I'm running Pop XP special tiers. So if they wanted to get the 3-pack, which is all 3 variants, instead of $75, it's $59, and it's the featured tier on the page right now. And then our executive lunchbox, which you're at right now, Nile, that's normally $200, but for Pop XP, if you go to our page now, you can get it for $169, and that's fantastic. All 3 books, a lunchbox, a ceramic mug, and then a Bill Mouse actual pen and ink sketch card. So so that's,
the quality, I have to say, Don, I mean, when you talk about that, like Mad Magazine respect and quality of the parodies they do because it's a material they love, I mean, it's no joke. Like, you can clearly see that, this isn't just a bunch of slapstick guys putting together something, and trying to, have a parody. Like, this is such an intelligent, high quality parody of these characters and properties, and you can really see it. I mean, in the samples you give, I mean, like, this is fantastic. It really is.
Well, what's funny now is that Mark Lewis, who drew the Lee and Kirby thing back in the 90s, he actually got a job working on X-Men the animated series. So he's a veteran animator now. And then you mentioned the New Mutants. You kind of went over that.
Yeah, we'll go right back up.
I had a guy that I said, I really want to make it look like Bill Sienkiewicz. Can you kind of riff on Bill Sienkiewicz? So I sent him some New Mutants, samples of Sienkiewicz. And Thad Rhodes, I mean, he uses this mixed media that I think was really faithful to that New Mutants 90s vibe.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. All their covers were like that, or majority of them. And I mean, it's really cool how you put this together. And the lunchbox, the cup. I mean, and again, I just love this. I love the parody of the Stan and Kirby stuff, and it's spot on. Like, the patina added to it. Obviously, it's on clean pages, but it's just cool to see the the yellowing and the covers worn like you might find nowadays. Just that attention to detail just helps kind of reflect how much you do respect the original IPs and really what they involve into that Silver Age gem. Like, that may be the gem of someone's collection, and you guys really just tap into that, and that's fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I always like looking at things that were really well done as far as parodies. So this is really a labor of love. I mean, my minimum to meet our goal was not very, very much. I just kind of wanted to give back to the comics community in the world, because after 2020, we all need a good laugh. And so this is our contribution to make the world laugh again. That's kind of our motto. I don't know if you've seen our trailer, Nile and Frank.
That's what I was just going to get into.
Pretty Nile loves trailers.
Yeah, that's a tradition here. That's a tradition on our crowdfunding comic shows. We have to show the trailers. The best part, though, is when I haven't had time to review it first. There's been a couple of them we played, and it's like 12 minutes, and I'm like, oh.
I'm like, what are you doing?
One time we actually sat through the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, let's check it out. This is a good video. Here we go.
My name is Professor Baldy, and I run a school for juvenile delinquents. But not just any delinquents. Mine are specially gifted. You might even call them mutants. trust a few reformed ex-cons. Tangerine.
Am I the apple of your eye, Bubba?
Jeannie Gray. Beastie Boy. Oh, everybody dance now. Snow Cone.
Is it hot in here, or is it just me?
And their friends from X-Farce. Cable TV.
Eat remote control, frog face.
Garfarel. Meow. Domino.
This book has just the right amount of cheese.
And introducing the Newt Mutants. Beware the rest. Magneto. Mistress Piggy. And not at all breaking the fourth wall. Cesspool. Now, Parody Press Comics is back with X-Farce Reloaded #1. Don't miss this extraordinary comics extravaganza with 7 full-color stories of marvelous mutant mayhem. Back this book today for awesome variant covers and original artwork tiers. 48 pages of action and hilarious hijinks by some of comics' funniest talents. Parody Press, making the world laugh again. Only on Indiegogo.
Yeah, that's such a great video.
Thank you. We got Patrick Stewart cheap.
Yeah, right.
Why not? He's not doing anything right now, anyways.
That's right.
He's just helping rescue animals right now and staying pandemic free. We got a Heronberg in the chat says, "Hail Don Chin, 4 days left on Indiegogo, back X-Farce Reloaded." There
Thanks,
you are.
Heronberg.
And don't forget, everyone that's watching this on Facebook and or on our YouTube page, the Pop XP Show Special 3-pack. Look at that. The exclusive Pop XP. Now, how long will this discount be on for this package?
Now you said you're going to do a rebroadcast right later tonight. So let's see. And that's going to be probably ending at what time Eastern?
That will be premiering up on the channel. It depends on how long it takes to upload, but it'll definitely be up by 11. But it should be up by about 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, I'll probably end it in the. I'll go until noon tomorrow, just because
There you go.
if people watch it on the replay and stuff, so I'll just make it till noon, probably my time tomorrow, which is Pacific. So people on the East Coast have until 3 next tomorrow.
Fantastic. Now you have so you've got your trailer here, right, for your campaign, but then you also have here the X-Farce Reload #1 comic book trailer.
Yeah, there's variant short versions. So that one, if you played it, it would not be as long as what we just watched. Because sometimes you just want a short and sweet one, but I think the funnier one is the long form. Yeah,
man, I have to, again, Don. I mean, this is just this is awesome, and you have an exclusive variant cover.
Yes, your fans get to see it colored because no one has seen this colored, and I don't plan to show anybody else until our closeout stream, which will be on Monday. So
fantastic.
Yeah, so you guys all get a sneak peek at this beautiful
there you go.
Rob Willis, Matt Yackey collaboration. And we waited a long time for Rob. He came through. And I think we're going to he's actually coming on the show on our closeout stream on Monday. And
very cool.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, he's a busy man. He's a busy man. Yeah. I discovered his work about he has been close to 2 years now, almost 2 years with Shinobi Sasquatch, and I was like, that's the guy that needs to do my book, but he's just too busy, way too busy. But yeah, I mean, this cover is ridiculously awesome, man. It is incredible.
Yeah, I'm imagining, we're gonna kind of play around with some X-Farce swag, so I'm waiting for some samples to come in, like for T-shirts and mugs. So we've definitely got the X-Farce cover by Bill Mouse and the one that looks like the Kirby one going on some shirts. But that one, I'm sure we'll probably try to brand on some cool hoodies and stuff like that.
Now, when you're done with this on Indiegogo, have you ever tried, were you ever thinking of, hey, let me see how the Kickstarter market would work with this? Or are you going to stay exclusive to Indiegogo?
I've seen Billy do that, and I'm not adverse to trying. My trailer says only on Indiegogo, so I'd probably have to revise that or have my guy edit it. But I've got time. I mean, the book is pretty much 98% done, and I'm planning on shipping it in March. And I'm kind of toying with, what the heck? Why not try for like 30 days on Kickstarter? What have you guys found? Is it worth it?
It honestly, it depends. I think this might, to be honest, I think this might do pretty darn good on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what I mean. Now, I am biased. I do think Indiegogo is the far superior platform, but I also look at from what we've been doing this for so long, we can kind of like look at books and we can just see the genres, right? And we've just seen how certain genres sell on different platforms. And I think X-Farce would do very well on Kickstarter because I've seen a lot of parody stuff do very well on Kickstarter. So that may be something to try. But then there's that token, right? Where it's almost like if you do good here, then you might want to just keep the momentum here, and kind of keep your fans and grow your fan base in one location. The guys that are running Indiegogos and Kickstarters, have a fan base that literally have two different fan bases, and what happens is they want to stick to one or the other, but then they'll get requests. They get bombarded with emails like, I'm not going to support, I'm not going to buy an Indiegogo, only buy on Kickstarter. I only buy an Indiegogo. I won't buy, or vice versa, whatever it is. But anyways, you have the brand loyalty, and also, there's reasons people back certain platforms. But I mean, if you're brand new to it, I mean, I personally don't think it hurts, but I think in the long run, Indiegogo is the far superior platform for comic book creators, especially crowdfunding. It might not be superior if you have that new cooler that dispenses ice and has a 13-inch, ultra LED TV in it or something. But for comics, I think that Indiegogo's far superior.
Would you recommend that I do like a special variant for Kickstarter?
If you do try the Kickstarter waters, you would want to make something exclusive to it. Yeah. And then a good feature, though, that a lot of creators do, and I know Billy does this, is like each platform gets the stretch goals. That's the thing. So it kind of carries. So this way, no one really, they'll each have their own exclusive cover or something like that, right? But when it comes to the stretch goals, if you back the Kickstarter or back an Indiegogo, all you backers will get the same stuff. Even if because right now he ran a Kickstarter because he got bombarded. I remember him calling. He's like, I want to stick with Indiegogo. But he's like, we literally have like 1,000 emails requesting to go on. That's probably an exaggeration. It's probably more like 500 emails saying go on. And that's 500 sales right there. Right. So it's like, shoot, run, the demand's there, go for it. And that's what they did. But yeah, everyone gets the perk. So if Kickstarter unlocks a new perk, he'll give it to Indiegogo backers.
Gotcha. Cool.
So that's one thing to look at.
Good to know, man. Thanks. I'm soaking in all your expertise, Nile and Frank. Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, man, this is so cool. I mean, so what do you have down the road? After X-Farce, what's the next book?
I teased you with Beardzerker, which is our homage to Berserker by Keanu Reeves. So we have Beardzerker is the elevator pitch. It's a rock and roll Rip Van Winkle. He's been in a suspended animation for 40 years, and he still has the mind of a 16-year-old heavy metal wannabe rock guitarist. And so his axe is actually a guitar, if you look at it closely. And it's powered by the rock gods like Eddie Van Halen and Slash. So it's almost like Thor, but rock and roll. And so he's woken up to come into modern day to right the world's wrongs, including murder hornets, millennials. There's this earworm virus, which is like the Rick Astley "Never Gonna Give You Up" song. So it's a fun, action-packed parody, but very much on the brutal side, kind of like Boris the Bear comes, to modern day America. So it's going to be fun. Bill Mouse is drawing the inside, and then we've got Kanan And we're talking to Billy about doing a she variant cover too.
Oh, that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah. Well, maybe you can chat about that tomorrow if you're able to jump on the. I guess it's going to be kind of like the official closeout stream, except I think it closes out like 2 a.m. on Saturday or something like that. So, yeah, if you're around tomorrow, 9 p.m., I believe we're going to go stream and everything and do that. If you want to jump on, I'll send you the link.
I probably will. That sounds like fun. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate you coming on the show. It's been fantastic. The book looks absolutely amazing. I am going to back this myself tonight and grab myself a copy before your campaign's up, because there's only 4 days left to go, everyone. So if you can, make sure to head on over to Indiegogo, type in that search bar, X-Farce Reloaded #1. If you love Mad Magazine, if you love Crack Magazine, and you like that high quality parody, well-drawn, well-written material, seriously, Don is bringing it right here. Right here. I mean, look at that. Look at that. This is impeccable. It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. I love it. I love this. Magneto is. I want a big Magneto hanging on my wall here in the studio.
He's the
Magneto statue.
A Magneto statue. Yes.
He's the master of the vacuum seal. Just so you know. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really enjoyed it. Maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go, Matt,
fantastic.
Frank, Nile. You're awesome. And say hi to Billy for me. I really appreciate it.
All right, Don. Have yourself a great night, and thank you so much for joining us.
All right. Take care, guys.
Right,
Bye-bye.
Take care. And what a great book. I really do. I love it. I want a Magneto on this wall, Frank.
See, I was thinking like a Magneto statue, like,
but it actually cracks
2 feet. 2 feet by like 2 feet,
2 feet by 2 feet, but he can't be square. He's a nut.
Yeah,
nuts around.
Maybe 3 feet by 2 feet.
Oh, maybe.
He's like almond shaped.
There you go. All right, everyone. So now we've got our next guest tonight. Almond shaped. He's a freaking peanut. What are you doing? He's a freaking peanut. What are you talking about? There it is. Magneto. He's a peanut. All right, everyone. So please welcome our next guest on the show tonight. We have RJ in the house. RJ, how you doing, man? I'm doing pretty good. How you guys doing?
I love you, Nile. You're my best friend. Even though I just met you.
You're the sweetest man in the world. I want to hold your hands. Okay.
You want to make some comics with me?
I like comics. Sure, I love making comics, RJ.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got RJ in the house.
Yeah.
Good thing that this is
probably
recorded.
having some.
You got to be having technical difficulties, or he's like, "Oh, they're still talking," so I'm just gonna go and grab a nice glass of hot plain water with a lemon and a dab of honey to get that throat lubrication going for a good conversation. And RJ was a recommendation from Heroinberg, correct?
Correct. Yep. Of the 5 million emails that we get from Heroinberg.
Dude, that's great, though. We don't have to, half the work is done for us.
Right. Reach out to him, RJ was really, he responded quickly. He's like, like this, what my comic is, and I'd love to be on the show. Let me just check things out. And, we talked details, and, he was all fine about it. So, it was great. It was very easy. It doesn't take much. His schedule ran with our schedule, and it's really nice to have him on the show as well.
Yeah, it is. And how do you feel about that, RJ? Oh, you guys are so freaking awesome. Oh, thanks, man. Man, you got great hair. Thanks. I'm letting it fall out because I'm like, hey, who's got time for that, right?
Yeah.
You're just what I'm doing.
Guy. Yeah.
I'm just a busy guy.
Stop, wash it, just let it fall out.
You don't need to do that stuff. That's just wrong. No. It's wrong. It makes me sick. It's disgusting. But for those that don't know, RJ is quite a YouTuber himself.
Yes.
He has his own YouTube channel, and I'm just bringing that up right now. So we'll check that out. RJ left. Where'd he go?
He's probably trying to log back in.
Okay. Let's bring Don Chin back in. Hey, Don.
He's like, these guys are funny parody wise.
My name is RJ. Buy my book.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's the streaming thing. I'm learning it. It's like you guys are very smooth, but I tell you, the first streams you do, it's like you're all nervous and you don't know what you're doing, and the screens are like too big or too small, and it's kind of nuts. But I heard RJ's got a pretty awesome looking book. I wanted to stay and watch kind of what he's all about.
Yeah, no, he's good. And he's quite the YouTuber as well. All joking aside, he has his channel, The Fourth Age. I mean, he's just about to hit 14,000 subscribers, which is
wow.
I would love to be at 14,000 subscribers, but we love all the subscribers we do have. But he goes through and he breaks down, a lot of I guess themes and things going on in comics and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Definitely pretty cool. But
and the mythology of it all.
That's what I was going to say, like into the mythology of everything. And I was actually listening to a few of his videos today while working. And I mean, there's a boatload of awesome stuff. And I mean, it's not wrong. I'll say that. It's not wrong what they break down or what he breaks down. And it's pretty cool. I mean, some of the videos are a bit long, but some of them really aren't too bad. But definitely check out RJ's channel. It's The Fourth Age. I will add the link to his YouTube channel in the description of the show. I do realize that I do not have that in there, but we will add that in. And hopefully we can get him back in. Otherwise, I mean,
the three of us can review his campaign.
Yeah, we'll jump to his campaign. We'll jump over to his campaign. And we'll see. So here it is, everyone. Thomas Valiant, a disgraced superhero, brings together a new team in the hopes of reclaiming the title of hero. Now, his video is long. It is about 6 minutes, how it breaks everything down. So I'm not going to play the video. You guys can all explore that yourself. I mean, I'll just give you kind of a quick glimpse of how it goes in. Oh, I think we've got him back. Got him back. Hold on. Let's see. RJ. RJ, are you there?
How you doing?
Oh,
hey,
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfectly. I didn't want to have to keep pretending to be you and answering my questions and flattering me. How are you doing tonight, RJ?
Sorry about that. My internet connection is a little bit not too bad. My internet connection is a little bit off. I'm way out in the woods, so okay. I have internet issues at times. I apologize.
Oh, not a problem. Can you hear us all right?
Yeah.
Is that a no?
Can you hear us all right, RJ?
Or it could just be.
Yep, I can hear you just fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So what we did, RJ, is we were as we were waiting to see if you were going to be able to make yourself back on here. We did let everyone know that you have your YouTube channel, The Fourth Age, and
yes, I can.
That you have the channel, The Fourth Age, and if you can, I know there's a bit of a lag in the timing with your connection here, but can you give us kind of a synopsis of what you do on your channel? RJ?
Well, basically, I'm just trying to break down the reasons why the industry is in the shape that it's in right now, and why the people who are in charge of producing their product don't actually produce a product anymore, and why they don't produce a good story anymore. And I just try to break those things down to understand it myself. So I figured I was doing that. I might as well record it and see if other people want to understand it that way as well, or at the very least look at it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I watched a few of the videos today, and I'm actually really impressed how you break everything down. And I really would recommend for viewers out there that like that dissection and explanations to really subscribe to your channel and to check it out.
As I said, I basically just break down what these people who produce comics actually think and why they do the things that they do. Try to make sense of it.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. And beyond your YouTube channel, you as well are dabbling into comics with Thomas Valiant. Can you tell us a bit about Thomas Valiant?
Are you there? I can hear you, but I can't get much from what's going on.
Are you able to hear what I'm saying, or is it skipping out on you? All right. RJ, are you there? I think his connection's too bad. I don't think it's coming in for him. Yeah. And if there's a delay, it's well over 30 seconds.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have to try this again with him.
I was on a couple nights ago. We had a windstorm up here in Northern California, so the power went out, and I was supposed to go on a show with a guy named John Dillard. He's got a campaign called The Buckler, and I was all ready to do this, and then our power went out, so I had to go out and start a generator, and I have a ring light, so it all worked out, but I had no power. I was just running my computer and everything off of a generator, and it was a little iffy because it only happened a few hours right before I was supposed to go on.
Yeah.
It's always something that comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not. RJ, are you there? Uh-oh. Dude, we got hacked again. Oh, damn it. It didn't work. Billy just popped in, and then he just left. That's stupid. We didn't really get hacked.
I'm coming. No.
RJ!
Aw.
That stinks.
That stinks, man.
We'll have to,
I mean, especially...
I'm going to pull him out because we're not getting anything here. Geez, you take one out, and then this guy comes in. Oh,
there he is.
What?
Hey, Billy.
What's up, fellas?
Scene stealer.
Scene stealer.
Outlaw Billy Tucci.
Outlaw Billy Tucci.
Pew, 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 pew. Deb's working. He freaking runs, slides in his tidy whities, and he's like, pew, 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 pew. The outlaw's here.
Well, hello there, Don Chin. Good to see you, buddy.
Hi, Billy. Good to see you, my friend. Hey, I played. Billy Mouse had a birthday a couple nights ago, and I played that video of you at the con back in the 90s with your.
He got all the FaceTime. He got all the camera.
No, you did. You did.
Mouse show. No, that was cool. He's talking. He must have got a kick out of that, huh?
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Were you there at that San Diego '94?
Yeah, we had an Entity Comics booth.
Yeah,
I was publishing back in that time when you and Brian Polito and your wives were helping the, sell books.
Yeah, those were the days, man. Good times.
Yeah, I used to ride on the back of Billy's motorcycle, and I'm like, "Yeah, Billy, pull in there." Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, let's go make comics." I'm like, "Yeah, Billy, yeah." We're on the motorcycle. It's funny. So Billy, it was a while back. Billy had he found a bunch of all these old VHS tapes and everything, right? And he has that one tape, and he's like, it was. I think you were filming for a class, right, Billy? You're showing me. And he's on there, and he's like, "Follow me!" And like his buddies are in the car with the camcorder, and he's on his bike. And he's like,
"Oh, my motorcycle!"
In his updo or mullet, whatever you want to call it. It's like,
heck yes, man.
I'm like, whoa.
He was like Jan Michael Vincent back in the day. He was like baby blue marine, you know.
Dude, those were the days, man. Those were the days. These are the days now. This is the chin day.
Thank you. Thanks. Hey, congratulations on your success, my friend.
Thank you. I learned that we just passed 170 on with our No Fan Left Behind combined totals for She Haikyo. And that's after 3 months, and that has beaten something like our 9 or 10-month totals already.
Wow.
For Return to War. I'm very happy.
I'm getting the glow in the dark one. I'm excited.
Oh, thank you, dude. I do.
Hey, Billy, did you see this exclusive here on X-Farce? Did you see the Pop XP Show Special 3-pack?
Shut up. No. What?
Talk about a night of firsts.
I thought I would try something different. You know, this crowdfunding, it allows you to kind of change things on the fly. And I thought, well, if I'm going to go on these streams, why don't I try to do something different? So on open mic with Peter Cimetti last week, I did it, and we got some hits on it. So I thought, well, if I'm going on this show, let's make something special for your viewers.
Heck yes!
Cool, it's a shame our second guest service wasn't coming in too well. Let's see, RJ's popping in again. Let's see if we can get him going.
Come on, RJ.
RJ, are you there? Hello, RJ.
What is going on?
Hello, RJ.
Yeah. We'll have to, Frank, email him, and we'll have to get him rescheduled.
Yeah,
maybe we can get him on something next week or what have you. I think his campaign has
47 days.
He's got 47 days to go.
That's great. Then he's got plenty of time.
It looks pretty cool.
And
real cool.
And I mean, the amounts that he's got so far. I mean, that's phenomenal.
He says he can hear you in the private chat.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't think his audio is coming through.
Yeah.
If he's talking, it's not coming through. It's not even showing there's any audio coming through on his end.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird. I can hear you. I can hear you.
So weird.
Check your mic. Check your mic settings, RJ, on the StreamYard controls, and make sure you got the right mic.
Well, he's got Thomas Valiant, which is just so you guys know, Thomas Valiant is a 72-page square-bound all-ages graphic novel with 3 chapters and 1 continuous story. As a former soldier and a spy, Thomas Valiant was never fully trusted by his teammates in the Legion of Justice. So now, as Valiant seeks to create his own team out of misfits, mercenaries, and former villains, the Legion has decided that he and his new team are too much of a liability to leave alive.
Good Lord.
There you go. And I mean, the interiors look great.
Yeah.
I mean, they look really cool. I actually looked at this campaign last week, and my only criticisms on this campaign is I wanted more samples of script and stuff. And then there is a video down here that talks script, but it doesn't get too much into some of the script samples, which would be really cool to see, maybe some updates on some of these images. But the interior illustrations of this book, I mean, when you're talking like superhero, we're talking, legions of justice, teams kind of redeeming themselves. I mean, look at the interiors on this thing.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And not only that, but because of his YouTube channel, he's done his homework.
Exactly. He knows what he's talking about. That's why I wanted to see some more of some of the maybe some lettering samples or something of that nature. But I mean, check out this pin up here. I mean, this is just dynamite, literally. I mean, this thing is just amazing.
Jeez, he's great.
Look at that.
Look at that. Holy cow.
That's a pin up Phantasm by Nick Axe. Very good, very good. So yeah, everyone, check out Thomas Valiant. And if you can back it, if you're into that type of story, it's definitely something to back. I wish we could have RJ chatting with us, but unfortunately, either his audio is not coming through or something's going on here. So we'll definitely have RJ back.
RJ's a pro, though, dude. What happened?
What's that?
RJ's a pro. He's a YouTube god.
Well, you know what happens. You know, sometimes stuff happens to us too, and you just
tech happens.
Technical difficulties. Tech just wants to get wrong. But yeah, he's got his channel, The Fourth Age. I'm going to add a link to this in the description of this video, which I did not do, but a link to his campaign and to Don's campaign are in the description to this show. So check those out as well. And
Thank you.
Button. There you have it, gentlemen.
Yeah.
So Billy,
yo,
where's your truck?
Hopefully going to get it tomorrow.
What?
We're driving in to go tomorrow to that one place. We went to a couple of local places. Well, we had some stuff. My son Matthew had his physicals and stuff for wrestling, and William's coming home tonight for the weekend.
Nice.
So I got to pick him up like midnight. So I figure I'll finish this page 58. I'm adding to She Returned the Warrior was 48 pages. She Haikyou is going to be 58 pages of story and art.
Woo.
10 more pages than the last book because I can't stop myself.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to read She Haikyou, send me $10 and I'll send you a Dropbox link.
There you go. Trying to log in so I can buy that damn level. The X-Farce Pop XP level.
That's right.
All right.
Or the second Pop XP.
There's 2 tiers, right?
Box.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lunchbox.
You could have a lunchbox, Billy, as you head into work.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do with a lunch?
He's going to carry his lunchbox from his kitchen.
So I do want to do
to the third floor, and then he's at work.
I do want to do a She lunchbox for our omnibus edition. How much is the lunchbox, Don? Come on, sell me this lunchbox. Sell me this Pop XP.
Yeah, but it's not just the lunchbox.
It's not just the lunchbox. Look at all you get.
Billy, it's not just the lunchbox. Did I pass it, Don? Or no, I didn't get to it yet.
You're getting it. Yep. Keep going. There's a big
not just the lunchbox. What is that?
Billy, you're gonna get for $169, which is $31 off the normal price. All 3 of the X-Farce variant covers, which is Bill Mouse, the homage to his original Eclipse cover.
The great
the Mark Lewis X-Cons throwback Lee and Kirby 1960s variant cover by Mark Lewis, who's now an X-Men animated series alumni animator. And then the Rob Willis cover, which Nile got to preview to your viewers. The very first time I've shown this in color. This is Rob Willis's work.
I'm looking at it over here. Stunning.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Yeah, we got Cesspool and Cable
now,
TV.
Is this the one that she's supposed to be a part of and Debbie never followed up with you?
No, that one's going to be Beard Zerker, which is...
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this, Billy. Exclusive images tonight.
Well, no, I said I like the ZZ Top little thing there.
Yeah.
I love that.
I forgot to tell you, his beard gets longer as the issue progresses until it takes on a life of its own.
That's awesome. Nice. That is so awesome.
Back to the lunchbox. So those 3 are the covers that you get, and they're signed. I took a page from Billy, and I had the option signed or not signed. So I had to figure out how to do that.
Do I do that? I don't know. Debbie sets it up. I just do all the updates and all the other main stuff, I guess.
I gotcha.
Deb actually signs them, not Billy.
The metal lunchbox is also part of this, and then a nice ceramic color mug with the X-Farce team. Last but not least, a Bill Mouse actual pen and ink sketch card, all for $169.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Very good. Fantastic.
Until 12 noon tomorrow Pacific time.
All right.
Did we go through? I know I missed the show. Did we go through how Don got into comics and the whole deal? And
Yeah, and we talked about radioactive black belt hamsters, and I tried to get Kevin Eastman.
Black belt hamsters.
I tried to get Kevin Eastman to come on to be like, "You stole my idea.
I'm going to sue you. You've been served."
I had some sleepless nights.
He comes in, he's like, "You've been served."
He travels all the way to California.
No, he's in California.
How do you get here so quickly?
He's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. Thanks, guys.
That would have been fun if we could get him on.
So did you go through the whole history about the radioactive adolescent hamsters? Did we go through all that? And I missed it all?
You missed it all. You missed it all. And I invited Don to hang out with us tomorrow night.
Yeah.
When we hang out with She Haikyo closing out.
Heck yeah, that's gonna be fun. Graham Nolan and Andy Smith said they'll pop on for an hour too.
Sweet.
Fun. Good job, man. I'm excited. Thanks, guys, for all the love. I really am.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm very, very warm inside for all the nice things you guys are doing.
It looks freaking great. Like, no joke. It looks really cool. I love it. And I just want a Magneto.
Awesome. We might just have to do some kind of Magneto for you now.
That's what I'm talking about. Woohoo!
All right. Awesome.
All right, gentlemen. Well, hey, it's been a great show. Unfortunately, RJ was not able to get through. So, everyone get out there and take a look at Thomas Valiant. Give it a go. Watch the video. Again, it's 6 minutes and 42 seconds. So I'm not going to play it on the broadcast tonight, but I encourage you to go. It explains all the characters out and everything. It's a pretty neat video. And like I said, the interiors look great. The storyline is great. So check that out. And if it's something you like, back it, share it on all your social media. And the same with X-Farce. If you can, back it. Of course, is priority. But if you can't and funds are tight, or you're like, you know what, it's not really my thing, but it's cool, share it. Just share it on your social media. You might know one person that can back it, or you might know 50 people that'll back it. So help keep that indie community growing strong, because this is where the place you want to be to get all the latest books, the new stuff, the unique books is right here on INDIEGOGO and on Kickstarter, by independent creators doing their own thing by their own rules, just true outlaws in the entertainment industry. Entertainment industry. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Hey Don, can I answer your question? I know. That's right.
To an X-Farce.
We're not live. We're not live. Well, we're live on the Facebook right now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're live on the Facebook.
Do you remember how we met, you and I?
East Coast, some either Heroes Con or Heroes World Distribution was having some kind of shindig. I remember you had some big party like on a boat. I can't. It's all a blur, man. Do you remember?
All a blur, isn't it, buddy? All a blur. I remember us talking on the phone a lot.
Yeah,
we did. Those were fun times. So
anyway. I thought you were about to get we talked on the phone a lot, and it was just us laying there, chatting about our day, things that we create, and the best thing we created was our friendship, wasn't it, Don?
Yes, I was laying on my stomach on my bed.
Billy's there, kicking his feet with it's like one of those phones, but it's clear, so you get to see all the insides of the phone.
Neon. Oh, I love those phones.
That's great. That is great.
Dad, I'm on the phone with Dad.
When it lights up like fuchsia or pink or turquoise.
Yep. Neon, a good neon color.
Yeah.
He puts his slap bracelet on.
Nice. Slap bracelets came back.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're back. That's all the kids use for things.
Yeah, because they think it's new. It's like, no, it was 20 years before you were born.
They were known to cut your wrists.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. All right, gentlemen. Billy.
Great show.
Great show, bro. Don, great show. Frank, great show.
And I'm sorry, Don. Very sorry, my friend. So much. It was. We just had a big lot to do today. This evening.
That's all right. I'm glad I got to see you.
You too, buddy.
I appreciate it, guys. You guys have a great night. I'm gonna go get some Mexican food. It's dinner time, so
there you go.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Go to bed.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to bed. You know that.
Good night,
All
Tom.
right, everyone.
Good
Thank
night,
you so
Tom.
much for.
Good night,
Thank-
Frank Amazing.
Good night, John Boy.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the Pop XP tonight, crowdfunding comics. Sorry, RJ wasn't able to get his signal through so we could go over his stuff, but definitely check out both campaigns. Links are in the description of the show. And we will see you all tomorrow night. If you want to hang out, we're going to be streaming live to just kind of hang out, have some drinks. A couple of our buddies are coming together, and we're going to be talking She comics, whatever else is going on, and the closeout of She Haikyuu. So if you haven't backed it yet, make sure to get out there and back She Haikyuu.
Yep, on Kickstarter, it's the last, I don't know, 27 hours or so.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming down to the wire, gentlemen.
Coming down to the wire. Coming down to the wire. All right, gentlemen. I will see you all tomorrow night.
Good night, boys.
See you.
Hey everyone. Thank you for joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.